Good morning, everybody.
My phobia is getting pulled over by the police.
Man, my heart dropped every time.
We are the morning show that you can watch at night. Did you know that?
Because it's teaching, in my personal humble opinion, young women that you don't have to really go out there and get a real job. You can look pretty and spend your days, see who you can date, and become Instagram famous. And then you too can be fabulous every day. It's an unrealistic expectation of beauty.
But we're going downhill from here.
Little balled up stomachs.
Nobody wants to own up to anything they've done to African American people over the past 400 years. You want to take everything that we got, everything that we brought this country. Forget, you know what? I love indigenous people.
I always talk about the movements. Why people keep doing stupid stuff and why I don't get the Black Lives Matter movement and all this other stuff. And then I'm like, well, why don't I just start my own thing?
A whole entire country was built on the backs of...
Hey, listen, y'all know what time it is. Mr. Lee Black, holla. Oh, my. Look at those words. Okay, holla at her for a second.
This is not 9 minutes and 49 seconds sitting on somebody's neck. This is an officer doing a very difficult job, right? That should have been avoided before it happened.
Did you really mean that? And I was like, yes, absolutely, I did mean that. With my whole being and my whole heart.
Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday.
Hey, Shakita.
Yeah.
I just got a new name for every day. You know what?
Look at who that popped up. Well, look at here.
Man, we getting paid tonight. What's up, girl?
What's up, bro?
What's up?
You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm living.
That's above board right now, right?
Already. It's good to see your smiling face.
Man, beyond good to see you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at the new colors and everything. What's up? Oh, listen, y'all. I'm sorry. We y'all behind the scenes. We ain't seen in a while, so we just excited. Right. But good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm glad to see everybody's coming on. We haven't seen y'all in like 7 days, but we're here now, so I'm just excited. So, some of the families, they busy. Shout out to Lee, man. Got a lot going on. So, just our condolences, man, brother. We miss you and we love you. So, but listen, we got big personalities on this morning, so we in good shape today.
Especially that one right there.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Shantae?
It should be good, ain't it? She should have a lot to talk about. So I'm gonna give her a whole lot of time today. Yeah, Sonny. So y'all listen, guess what? I want to keep up with the Trump before we get started. So guess what Donald did today? Nothing. But what he been doing? He been trying to stop these folks from seeing them papers, right? All these documentations that these folks want to learn what type of involvement he had going into January 6th. And so, he wanted to use executive privilege. But last time I checked, you don't get employee discount no more if you don't work for McDonald's, do you?
As far as I know, it don't work that way.
Right. If you gone, you can't get the discount, bro. So you can't get the executive privilege discount, homeboy. I'm sorry, man. So Uncle Joe said no, they can see him, and it's finna be a booger, man. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Them boys on the clock, so y'all got a little less than a year to get this done, at least something on paper, because we don't know what it's gonna look like in 2022 with all these quote unquote changes, that they doing to the law. So y'all better put something on paper. Else we won't hear about this for another 20 years.
You on point on that, because they are on the clock, because we already know they go, the red tape that they already going to be talking about they got to go through. Then Trump shouldn't be surprised that Biden wasn't going to give him no immunity. Come on, bro. You should have known that he crazy. So man, we're gonna see what they really do with this January 6th stuff. We're gonna see when it comes to Trump. I'm interested in that for sure.
Yeah. So and I know sister don't like talking about him, so I won't even ask you about him. Yeah. All right. Well, let's keep it up with him. We're gonna see what he's gonna do. I know he's gonna put it in the courts, but we'll see how they handle him. So But it's all good. So, hey, y'all, I got a lot to talk about, and I know Ken and Rue gonna say a couple things too. So let's get into this thing. What we got going on, sir? What we got next? Facebook changes. And listen, I ain't gonna I ain't gonna bite the hand that feed me, right? But I gotta just report on what we see, right? So apparently, after all is said and done, Lee's favorite term is, the most highest commodity to this country is the young white woman. That's Lee's words, not mine. So apparently she has spoken, right?
Right.
So now all of a sudden Facebook is making changes now. And so what they said now is that they're going to now implement parental controls. I mean, what is it, like some new thought process that y'all thought that didn't need to exist in the first place? So
right.
I don't know. I mean, the young lady had a hard, she had a very hard stance about what it was, man. And so Facebook said something, man. I mean, do I think it's gonna do something? Probably not. Kids can get around those things all they want to. So I don't know, but hey, we'll talk about it. What y'all think is gonna do something?
No. Yeah. Go ahead, Rue. Go ahead.
Rue. I see where they're trying to get at, because now it's like socially acceptable to like censor certain things or like market individuals actually in a way. But kids these days, I'm sorry to say it, but they're smarter than us. Like, they're coming into a technology age where they can come out the womb just swiping on the tablet. So it's like they're gonna find ways around that too. I don't think that that's gonna stop anything.
Yep.
I thought they already had controls in place anyway. So are these going to be enhanced controls, or are they just not? I mean, just like Rue said, I mean, these kids are smart. They're techies. They know how to work around this technology. I mean, outside of I don't know how you can control it. I don't know how you can, keep teenagers and those that's underage for getting access to stuff on Facebook and Instagram that they shouldn't be seeing. I don't see how you can control that.
No.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All you can do is keep your kid off of it. But then in a way, in society, they're going to find a way on it anyway. So is this going to say, if you find out that your kid has an account, will that enable you to have access to their account, but then you have to prove parental rights or something in order to stop them? Like, what are they trying to say is the changes?
Go ahead.
The one thing that I did read is they said they're going to be able to, I guess the algorithms will be able to see if someone is clicking on a particular like violence or nudity or something, that it'll show, and then they could block that person who knows who it could be from seeing that over and over again. That's something I do. I mean, but still, that's still not. How's that helping though? That's what we don't know. That's what we don't know. I think they're going to put something in place that they can check. I mean, they can monitor that, but it doesn't make sense to me. I don't see how you can police that like that.
It's conceptual right now. So all this is, again, just because they got caught with their pants down. So now they're just trying to pull their pants up. Right. Like, oh, we're going to do this. Yeah, okay.
But I mean, realistically, you're entrusting a business to make changes when you, the parent, should be doing that. So
that's it.
Right. That's it.
That's it. And that's the reality. And that's ultimately, like, my kids, they already know. Matter of fact, I was having a conversation with one of them yesterday. Why I can't get it? I said, and I told them, you know what I'm saying? This is the reason why. I said, if you're going to get one, but you only going to be friends with the people that I agree with. Other than that, and I guess that wasn't enough compromise. Well,
and that's how you do it as a parent, I mean, so your kids don't have any type of social media, Brenton.
Your kids aren't. They can have one. They can have one, but they can't have more than one. So like they got to switch. So now when you get older, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is, but they can have one. Like, and again, not, I say this, all of them don't have it because I treat everyone differently. Now, if you earned it, cool. If you ain't earned it, well then that means you don't get it. So, but there's a trust level with me you gotta have. So I gotta be able to trust you. And once you break that, I mean,
yeah, that's
like Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah.
Good luck putting it back together.
Yeah, that's a wrap on that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So, well, it's conceptual. Again, they throwing spaghetti on the wall just because stock, and it really they stock didn't take that much of a hit either. But I guess people getting kind of nervous because their commodity is people. Right. That's how they make their money.
That's how they make their money. Yeah. And then they had that 6 or 7 hour shutdown last week.
Yeah, bro.
Too. So I'm sure they're trying to, it's just ironic that now these changes and stuff are coming after they had that glitch or whatever that happened. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't think this have much teeth to it. I really don't.
No. But America is great for. They're always reactive, never proactive.
Right.
They're always reactive. So yeah, that's what we do. Yeah. So yeah, all right, Facebook. Well, we appreciate you, and I thank you for giving us this platform, and that's all we'll say about that. All right, on to the next one. Thank you. We're moving right along. All right. So listen, you guys, in Texas, there was a shooting. Timberview. Right? Is that the name of the high school?
Timberview.
Yep, Timberview High School. And we're not going to show the video, but I'm pretty sure you guys seen it. I really want to talk about this because there's a lot of undertones that I don't think the media will portray correctly. I don't believe that they will. It was some things that I saw in this moment, and some information that hasn't. So let's state some facts. Number one, the kid who had the gun was 18. The kid that you saw on the video that was beating up the other kid, the kid was 15 who was throwing them blows.
Okay, that's what I didn't know that. I'm glad you said that. Okay, got it. Okay.
He the one that was putting them hands on the 18-year-old.
Okay,
hold on. I'm just giving the facts first, and then I'm gonna turn around and go into this thing. Number two, the 18-year-old said that he was being bullied by the 15-year-old. Okay. Number three, the boy did shoot the 15-year-old. He actually shot him 4 times.
Okay.
So he is recovering. You know what I'm saying? I think he done had like 2 or 3 surgeries already. So my man did put some bullets in him. You know what I'm saying? That's number 3. Number 4, I don't think we're gonna get the truth. But there is some truth that we can come to a conclusion about just because of where we come from. We came from this spot. So I'll open it up to you guys. Y'all saw the video, right? You saw it, Rue?
I saw the video.
Okay. So what y'all think about it before I introduce my position? What you think, Rue? I mean, what did you see from the fight to getting, because this is going to be really interesting. Had we not seen this fight, then this whole gun thing would go to a whole different level. But they got to be careful now because they saw the fight. So what y'all think about when y'all saw the fight? How y'all see that?
So how did the 18-year-old get into the classroom with the 15-year-old?
Yeah, he was in that class.
Yeah. Sometimes seniors take classes with freshmen if they need to, if they messed up during their earlier years in high school and they need a credit. That's you know what I'm saying?
That's possible.
I mean, it is.
I don't know if they was in AEP. They could have been in detention. I don't know where they were.
Know. Right.
But they was in the class together.
Well, they didn't do that.
Yeah.
If they missed credits, they in a whole separate class and they gotta make it up. But that's here nor there.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 15-year-old was bullying the 18-year-old. The 18-year-old got in a fight with the 15-year-old. The 15-year-old whooped his behind. So the 18-year-old went and popped trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
much. He didn't leave the class. It was in there already.
He leave the classroom to go to his car.
It was in there.
No, he had it on him.
He had it in class.
Yeah, he had it on him.
Yeah, one of the kids they actually stated that after the fight was over, he sat down, he saw the kid pick up his bag, and all of a sudden they running. So he had it in the class. So that's okay, kid. Okay. And we're gonna talk about it.
So now I gotta think about my mind because my experience is the school that I went to, we had metal detectors. So there's no way we could have got
they didn't have metal detectors at Mansfield.
It's uppity.
I mean Timberview.
we also got to remember that they changed the law to where, what was it, that you could have firearms on campus?
I think the teachers can.
A law that was changed.
Yeah.
The teachers, yeah. If they have a license to carry, yes, they can have them. Yes,
the teachers can have it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, not the kids. Yeah.
Why the teacher didn't have no protection?
Well, she was pregnant. I think she was a sub. I don't even think she was the
That's
teacher.
one reason to have a firearm. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I just can't see nobody shoot no kid though. Like that's tough.
Yeah,
I mean,
especially if it's a fight between students, I don't see a teacher.
Yeah, because it went from a school shooting, and that's what they keep calling it. Like, when I think of school shooting, I think of Columbine. I'm thinking of the elementary school. Can't think of the name of that school, but those schools.
And then the other thing I'm having a hard time wrapping my mind around is this what Arlington, Mansfield? Mansfield is a part of Mansfield ISD, right?
Yes, it's a part of Mansfield, but it's in Arlington, but it's a part of Mansfield ISD. Yeah,
really interesting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Kent.
Yeah, it's kind of throwing me a little bit just because it is Mansfield, and I would expect that to happen in Dallas and not really Mansfield, because
it's called integration.
Want to be gangsters anyway, so
yeah. Lamar said he think one of them a drug dealer. I don't know about that. The drug dealers don't take them L's the way he was taking them.
he got whooped. He got them hands put on him.
Yeah, that was bad.
You know, I'm kind of like you, Brenton. There's a couple of things that I heard. I actually watched the press conference with the 18-year-old, their family, when they did a press conference, and they were saying that he has been bullied. He had been bullied for weeks. He's been picked on because he has nice things and he drives a nice car. He's not a bad kid. Yeah, that's the 18-year-old family was saying this. So I'm listening to this press conference. I'm like, okay, just because he got nice, what does him having nice things have to do with anything? He shot a kid. So I don't think the whole truth is ever going to come out about this, but I will say this. Unfortunately, we live in a society now when you get in a fight and you take a loss, for some reason these young kids feel like they got to have a gun because they can't just live another day. This 18, not only did he shoot that kid, he shot a teacher.
Yes,
a teacher was hurt too. So
he didn't shoot the woman teacher.
He shot a man. There's a man. And they updated. He's in good condition now. 25 years old.
He got shot in the arm.
Yeah. So, my thing, like you said, Brenton, I think we're not going to ever know the truth, but I do know this. I know that 18-year-old, I don't believe he was really being bullied. I think he lied to his parents in saying he was being bullied.
Okay, so let's walk.
To me, that's what I think.
Okay, so let's walk together in this, if y'all don't mind. So this is my problem. Number one, I saw the video. Number one, the 18-year-old didn't throw one punch. Like, that boy took a beat down. So number one for me, that 15-year-old, he was throwing them hands on him. Like, it wasn't like he didn't know him because he was swinging. Like, he was like, the way he was swinging at him, this is something that's been going on.
Yeah, it had. They said that these two had a situation a couple of weeks ago.
And you can tell the way he was throwing them hands. Because he wasn't throwing them hands just trying to, stick with him, because he was throwing them around. Like, you don't do that when you trying to figure out who you fighting because you want to keep them. But he was throwing them and he was swinging them hands like, I mean, just throwing haymakers, throwing them across the room. So that's somebody that when you see that for us, that's somebody you familiar with. Right. Like you gonna keep them. He was just throwing them around like a rat, and he was kind of balled. The dude was balled up, and it's just like, what is really going on here? It's like, man, and then he started talking bad to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was over him, and he kept hitting him, and then he was talking to him. I said, just deeper.
Yeah, they had beef. Oh yeah, big beef. Yeah.
Go ahead, Ruth.
But from the 18-year-old's perspective, you're 18. If you hit a kid, that's your life.
I don't think that's why he shot him, so that's worse.
Yeah, and I think after that video posted in that split second, he knew people were recording. He was like, "Oh no, I can't go out like this." Pop, pop, pop. That's pretty much it. I think that was a spur of the moment type thing. He's like, "I can't hit this kid, but you know what? Enough is enough," and he just snapped. And you do have people that are like that. You got to think about his history too. You're 18 in a freaking high school getting your behind whooped by a child.
Yeah.
So now I blame the parents for that 15-year-old, and I blame the upbringing of the 18-year-old. I understand. Maybe he was trying to be a good guy, I guess, but that 18-year-old should have put him in his place, and that probably would have just
he
had all that built up animosity.
He looked like what he got.
He got put in his place. Sometimes you can be 18, but you still get put in your place by a 15-year-old, and obviously he did. Then the bigger issue is about the protect school security. I think they said they only have 2 officers on campus at this particular high school. They don't have any metal detectors, which I'm sure that with this being Timberview, it's really a nice school, so they probably figured we don't really need all that. We don't never have anything that happened like that here at our school. But you can't
I would expect that out of Mansfield.
But you can't think like that anymore, though. You can't think like that. The suburbs don't protect you from nothing.
Sure
they don't. I mean, so
everybody's integrated now.
Right. The school security that it was lax on that. And so my thing is, the 18-year-old should have just took that L and called it a day. And now
if he knew this was gonna go down,
like a minute, or was it literally he was getting his behind whooped and then he was like, you know what, F this, and then went to his bag and just stopped.
Yeah, it was
immediately, right?
Yeah, that's right. Like he knew it was going down apparently, because I mean he was too prepared. You know what I'm saying? And so
they had the history. They had beef. I mean, they had beef. My understanding, them two have been having beef a couple of times prior to this. So it just finally came to a head.
So then that would have been on the school. If they saw that this was going on, then the school needed to actually have stepped in at that point. I don't know how many times kids have gotten into it, like especially my son. My son has had issues with other students. I tell him, handle it off campus. If it's getting to that point, I'll get involved. And if you end up having to handle it and then I'll go up to the school and fix it. But I'm not understanding how nobody, no parent, no adult got involved.
Yeah, I think that's the position they're going to take. I think that's where the young man's parents are going with this. Like they say that they talked about this before. Now, again, we talking about growing up in the hood like that. Like,
that ain't in the hood. Mansfield ain't the hood, and Arlington ain't the hood either.
Yeah, but you bringing that's hood business. Like that, what you saw, that's hood. That's like a person beating somebody up like that in a classroom. That's every other week in the hood, if not every other day. That's just normal.
That's what I'm saying. This is a suburb school.
Yeah,
they ain't immune to it. Yeah, they ain't immune to it.
You can't take the saying, right? You try to take the hood, you take them out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of them. No matter where they go. If it was Highland Park, if it was Frisco, if somebody coming from the hood, they bringing the hood with them.
Right. I wonder how big was this on social media? Because obviously, these teenagers, if it's beef like that, there has to be some records on social media where some beef was, somebody was talking about it. So I just wonder, prior to this actual fight, how much on social media played out as well.
Was there? Yeah, I need to know how much involvement was there from the people that surrounding him. I am a strong believer on it takes the village to raise a child, and so if the village is standing by, they're failing these kids.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna follow up on this story. I think we're just now getting to it. I don't know how long it's gonna take for us to get some more truth out of this, but that fight really set a different thought process in my mind for why that kid pulled that gun. Again, this reminds me of that girl getting shot by the police officer when she was trying to stab another chick. You remember that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So this kind of just remind me of that situation. Yeah. It's just interesting. We just said the hood is everywhere now with that affordable house.
That's funny, but it is true though. That really is true. That's for real. Yeah.
All right, y'all. We'll keep following Timberview, you know what I'm saying, and see where they come. No need so quick to. Okay, play. All right. Listen, I can only report the news that's being put out there. So we got a Playboy Surprise. So the person's name is Brenton Rock. Brenton Rock becomes the first gay male cover star of Playboy. That's what you boys get for still buying Playboy.
I'll just cut my subscription. I'm done. No more Playboy for me. I'm done.
Oh man, you still had one, bro?
Nah, bro.
Nah, okay.
No, I was online. It's online now.
Right?
But I'm done. I'm done now, though.
What'd you say, Ruben?
That's a digital. It's the digital Playboy. It's not the Playboy that comes on the cover that you buy in the stores.
Yes, the digital. Yeah.
Digital. Okay, because I was like trying to figure out. Oh Lord, I was trying to figure out like from a marketing standpoint, like why, like you're obviously most of your people that are buying it is going to be straight. So what are we trying to do? Are we trying to influence the straight people to cross over to the other side?
I think influence is the wrong word.
I think that's so. I think you got there's some truth to that. I think they throwing this down, I shoving it down our face every time we look up. I'm like, the heterosexuals be like, man, okay, what are y'all trying to do? I mean, really? I mean, you can't even have Playboy no more. Come on, bro. What's up? We can't y'all go create your own? You just create your own. Let us keep ours. That's what we like.
Yeah.
Right. You have to think about who's actually buying it. If they wanted to see a male, then they would just go buy an issue of male. Like, I'm not understanding like the reasoning. Okay, are you starting a whole other Playboy for gay people? Like,
that's what I don't understand. Yeah, I don't get it either.
Apparently, he's a reality TV show. And he got a lot of followers on Instagram, so I guess that's the point. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I never heard of him. So until I read the article,
videos for makeup, but that I'm confused. I'm just confused of why they would do it that way. Like if you're introducing maybe a new issue, like a new route that you're going, like separate from the hetero Playboy, then do that. Like I love gay people, but I'm confused of why you would force a straight person to look at it.
Me too. Yeah, I don't understand the reasoning behind it. But then it's the LGBTQ. They got so much influence now. No telling. That everything they want, they get. Let's go and be honest. Except
that's the new bully.
They didn't get the Dave Chappelle though. They didn't get him bored off. And that's a hard. We're not gonna go there.
That's the new bully for me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they just trying to integrate. Next thing they're gonna be in peanut butter and jelly or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that didn't sound right, brother.
Okay, yes, But anyway, surprise. You know what I'm saying? If you still subscribe, man, I like I didn't even know that thing was digital. So I'm just all we can do is comment on it. It is what it is. So all right, so we're gonna change it from Playboy bunnies to hunkin' honeys, I guess. I don't know. All right. TikTok challenge now. What's going on, Bree?
Hey, what's up, Bree? How you doing?
Hey.
Bob Rowowitz. That's what's up, Bob Rowowitz.
Me and my coworkers were talking about this before you put it on the chat. Yeah, we were talking about it because one of my friends actually told me about it, and I was like, wait a minute, they hitting teachers now? They hitting teachers?
Yeah. If we got the video,
like, I was like, I wish a kid would, bro. You can catch all this smoke.
Okay, that's right.
You don't get it.
Well, let's bring everybody up. So if they didn't see it, if we got the video, we'll show it. If not, I'll tell y'all what's up. So apparently, I think a couple weeks ago it was the something lick, some kind of lick. What kind of lick was y'all trying to hit? Devious lick. Yeah, devious lick.
Okay.
Yeah, that was one thing, you know what I'm saying? Right on. Up in my area, they was hitting it up big, man. So now they're gonna slap a teacher in the mouth challenge. And somebody actually did it, man. A little girl, she got the camera, somebody else started filming. she walked up to the teacher, and I guess she was yelling at her and talking crazy to her, and then she started slapping her. And I said, "Now, yeah, listen, these kids is bold. Now, I will say this: they ain't that ignorant. They won't slap the coach.
No, they
won't
crazy.
Slap, they won't slap the home ec teacher. You know what I'm saying? That's sitting up there cutting up that stuff because she put that blade on your butt, right? So listen, y'all, and you sure won't slap the Spanish teacher. You know what I'm saying? Because he was just fresh out. You know what I'm saying? So because he the only one who knew how to speak Spanish. So you better just,
yeah, right.
So they know. I'm just saying, I couldn't, like, these kids are really getting out of hand. Like, I mean, it's bad, man. Like, I'm really having to, monitor my children closely, monitor the people they're around. Because, what's up, DJ, man? Good to see you. I don't know what the deal is, but I'm gonna tell y'all like this: if y'all kids are planning on slapping anybody that kind of look like us, just know it probably ain't gonna end well, and they're gonna get their retirement a little early. So I'm just I don't want to tell my stories because I'm not incriminating myself, but I just want to tell you, I only taught 1 year. Taught 1 year.
No,
Yep.
I've never seen. Man, I've been to several different schools. I've been to a different country. I ain't never seen no kid hit no teacher. Like, that's so disrespectful. Like, and there's been teachers I couldn't stand, but I never put my hand to no teacher. And it's all for TikTok, all for views, likes. This is what we've created in this society, doing stuff for the public, for us. Like, this is y'all. Parents have failed these kids, man. The village has failed. No, absolutely.
Man, you gonna let them TikTok you?
No, that would be a negative. that would be a negative, sir. If anybody thinking they gonna TikTok me, you better pack a lunch and bring your hard hat because it's going down. Look, man, all these challenges that people do on social media is, first of all, they're ridiculous. We just got over what was the one they were doing 2 weeks ago? The crate challenge, where people was walking up crates and busting their butt and people getting sent to the hospital. We just like Ruth said, it's just awful. Everybody wants to be famous. Everybody wants to do stuff, but then you got stupid idiots. You hitting teachers. That's assault. You idiot.
Right.
Don't you know that's a felony? That's assault. So why would any kid think that it's cool? I don't. We just got some dumb kids. Come on, I'm just gonna go and keep you funky. Yeah. We got some dumb kids.
That's real.
Yeah, but we also got some dumb parents that are sitting.
That too.
I feel like part of it too is the fact that we have this movement, especially with children of color, us, and if the police get involved, they're out to get us. They're out to get us. So basically, now there really is no repercussion because we're trying to scare the police into not having anything to do with us because then we're just having the cameras on us. But then that's allowing the kids to be like, I ain't scared of no police. You can't touch me because you're racist, this, that, and the other. And I'm going to put you on social media. Okay, then where's the connection? Like, when are we going to get our kids to like just focus and be like, hey, just be a decent person?
Right.
Like, why is nobody teaching their kids just to be decent people? It don't take much just to be nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Why you gotta do all this? I'm not understanding.
Yeah. To Bree's point, she said my sister is a teacher and want to know what's crazy. She said second graders, this is the first time they have been physically in a school. If you think about it, they did kindergarten and first grade at home. She said kids as a whole are way more immature now. And that's funny you say that because I agree with you, but I'm gonna tell you one thing that's even worse than that, Bree. The kids that are being homeschooled till second grade and those that are not, it's creating a different class too. And it's actually creating a bad environment because those kids that are coming from home, they don't know how to deal with other kids who's acting a fool.
That is true.
Yeah, and so it's coming across like they look weak. You know what I'm saying? And so those kids that been in daycare since they was fresh out the mama's stomach, and coming up in the daycare, and then all fighting all those kids and all those other foster kids, all that kind of foolishness, and then you bring your child into that environment. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you bring them into that environment, man. It's almost like you in a jail or you in prison, and they looking at these kids like fresh meat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like what? It's ridiculous the way they're doing things, and it shouldn't be that people are afraid to tell little Johnny to sit down. No, you can't go over there and take little Hanson's goldfish. Go sit down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they just let them run amok, and then parents that bring their kids to the school that did homeschool their kids, they gotta now teach these kids. Well, don't worry about your spelling words. Let's deal with how you gonna deal with Johnny in the morning. Come on, y'all.
Right. Yeah.
Get your kids under control, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I told mine, listen, I told them when they was young, listen, don't worry about them. You just tell them my daddy gonna whoop your daddy, and I'm gonna whoop him as soon as he pick you up.
I think parents are not teaching their kids a sense of self-pride either. Like you're at home, like with Bubba, okay? He's been here. He has not been able to
go all black.
But what we teach him is how to be proud of his stuff. He's capable of doing things. So when he did go to school, I did see the frustration from him, like coming home, because he's like, I told so-and-so that he wasn't supposed to do that, and he kept doing that, and he wasn't listening. And I'm like, well, did you listen? No, because he wasn't listening. You can't be a follower. You cannot be a follower. Now I have to go into teaching my kid how to have integrity within himself. And I've noticed that there's other parents that are not taking the time to teach kids integrity and self-pride. So then they're acting accordingly. They're acting as if they have no self-worth. Right. You're being mean. You're being disrespectful because you're insecure, because you got insecure ass parents.
Yep.
Well, the piggyback off of that, children pretty much follow the lead of their parents. So if they parents don't have no self-esteem and no pride and values about themselves, they just gonna repeat what they live under. So
that's it.
It's at the end of the day, it's on the parents, man. I really feel for these teachers and educators, man, because they got a hard job dealing with these kids, man. It's sad. It really is.
Yeah. DJ said it's crazy for kids to be this immature. They have way more access to be successful than what I had. I have no sympathy. It says for these ignorant, parents probably ignorant and setting a bad example.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
Said a whole lot of stupid. So well, I mean, so we see what the problem is, right?
But they have access to the wrong thing. You can't sit there and say that they have access to information to be successful. Half of that crap is lies. That's why we're in the predicament that we're in. If you think about it, they have access to misinformation. They have access to people telling them it's okay to do things just because somebody else may be watching. Like,
I think he's talking about the younger ones, like not the teenagers. Like, and it's our job to make sure we develop what is and what is not proper for them to because my kids asked me, I said, listen, do not educate yourself through social media.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Right. Yeah.
That's right. I said, if you come to me and you trying to tell me something and I say, where you hear that from? It better not come out your mouth from some social media. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't, because then I'm gonna tell you, get your butt on somewhere, sit down and get you a book and start reading. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem. It's the most convenient, the most easy to access. So hey, why not let it be, right? I don't know. But anyway, that's the TikTok channel. It's new. We're gonna see what they're doing next. Who knows? Probably wearing dead cat skin or something next week. Who knows?
Yeah. Right.
Kids exist.
Don't tell it.
Yeah. All right. NBA mass arrest. Well, we talked about last week about these jokers getting a slap on the wrist for the January 6th. Yeah, these boys definitely not getting no slap on the wrist.
No, sir. No, they not.
So I'm gonna open this up and then I'm gonna let Ken kind of navigate us through this. But 18 former NBA players. I ain't gonna name them all, but a few of them play for the Celtics, right? Big Baby Davis, Tony Allen, Antoine Wright, all these cats, man. These jokers were frauding Medicare. No, not Medicare. What was it?
No,
it
was the NBA's health and their health plan, the NBA's health plan.
Ahead,
so here's the deal. Just like Brother Brent said, 18 former NBA players were indicted on last week for health and dental fraudulent claims. The players, there was $3.9 million in fraudulent claims, and the players received $2.5 million on those fraudulent claims. Now, I think Lamar put that picture back up, because this was the guy that started, the ringleader. That's Terrence Williams. So he was a ringleader. He was a first round. He was a first round draft pick of the Nets in 2009. Just to let you know how much money his contract was when he came in the league. He signed a 4-year, $2.4 million deal. So so he signed a pretty decent deal. So how it started was he started submitting $19,000 of fraudulent claims to the plan in November of 2017 for chiropractic care. Then he started recruiting the other players to say, hey, you can start submitting these fraudulent claims, yada, yada, yada. Matter of fact, one of the claims submitted was a player that was playing in Taiwan, but at the same time, supposedly he was getting $48,000 worth of dental work done, root canals and all that stuff, but he was playing overseas in Taiwan. Wow. So yeah, it's 18 of them cats. And this started in 2017. They just got it. I did get a response. I did find a response from Glenn Big Baby Davis, who played for the Celtics, won a championship with them in 2008. And I'm gonna read what he said verbatim. He was on a jet plane. This is what Glenn Davis' response says, and I quote, "Don't believe everything on the internet. I will have my day in court. They just mad because a black man got money, man. Trying to keep the black man down, man," end quote. And as he's quoting this, he's eating Popeye's chicken with a suitcase full of money sitting right next to him.
Boy, I got a final thought for that idiot.
So there you have it. 18 former players, man. Shannon Brown, if you remember Shannon Brown, he used to be married to Monica, the singer. He's indicted in it. Ruben Patterson. It's quite a few names that I remember. So
and some names that like you seen on like TV before.
So Tony Allen, who played with the Celtics as well. So man, it's crazy.
You always gotta have one brother to be like, "Hey, let me tell you something. Let me show you how you cool, man."
Right.
Fools like just go with it. Oh man, and then it ruins it.
That's dummy. Yeah, learn to keep good stuff to yourself sometimes, dummy.
Yeah, you just gotta be quiet. Just
DJ, go on name drop that brother since you out here throwing his business out of them. Which one of your homeboys?
Oh, so what else did he know?
Yeah, he said he got a nonprofit and he said he about to get out. Go on name drop. We ain't big time yet. It don't matter. Well, you know, my thing is that's greedy, and because you're already making more money than 80 to 90% of the rest of the world. So why? You know what I'm saying? Why? I mean,
why? What's the point? Why? I don't understand that either. Why? I mean, and that's another thing. And Terrence Williams, off of that first one that he submitted, as far as he only got $7,000 off of that actual claim. So you did all that just to get $7,000?
Maybe you want to let it rain somewhere.
Like directly paying. So I'm trying to figure out how that works.
I got you, bro. Come on.
You know what I'm
saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's just
don't
you know.
DJ.
How you get them to pay you directly?
Well, it's a scheme. It's a scheme.
It's a scheme. Yeah. And it's the NBA plan. It's the NBA plan too. Right. So
he was dumb for not having it coincide with where he was at. That was stupid.
See, I don't know which player that was, but that was one of the instances. The attorney, the U.S. attorney, the U.S. attorney said, "Hey, matter of fact, one of them was a guy wasn't even." He wasn't even here, and he's making a claim on $48,000 worth of dental work. And so in the piggyback off of this, the NFL is kind of dealing with this. It was a couple of players in the NFL. I don't know if you guys remember the story. They had a similar scheme going on right now. Clinton Portis was named in one of those, so that they had a little help, some kind of scheme going on as well, man. So I don't understand, man. These brothers, man, just dumb. That's all I can say. Just dumb.
Man. Just they kept skipping class to go practice, so that's the problem. I will say this, and don't get me wrong, I'm okay with these guys getting what they deserve. But again, y'all can say I'm beating a dead horse, but I got a problem when y'all don't give us that same effort for your own people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
Right.
Y'all listen, put them all, give them whatever you think is just for what they did, but stop slapping the other people on the wrist.
Right. I feel you. Oh yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
Yeah.
You're right about that.
Yeah. So that's he said Portis headed to jail.
Well, we don't. I mean, it's still, it's still an open investigation. I mean, but they've been indicted. Yeah, he's been indicted. With like 5 or 6 other NFL players. So yeah, it may go down for them. Yeah.
Again, we just want to see the playing field even. Just make it even. So that way, give me the same. If you listen, give me that same energy for them knuckleheads walking, knocking on, trick or treating, knocking on the Capitol door. Let's go. Come on. All right.
Facts.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you, sir, for that. NBA's mass arrest. All right. So what we got next? Columbus Day.
Who?
Right.
Who?
Man, listen.
Mike Jones, who?
Right.
Mike Jones.
Shout out to all the days. Listen, if I don't celebrate another day, I mean, it's something. It's always something. Take your mama's money out of her purse day. Put your left shoe on your right foot day. Who cares, y'all? Come on, man. Right. So this is what y'all get. So now the indigenous people, y'all know who the indigenous people are, right?
Right.
Okay. Apparently, what you say? Only Christopher was acknowledged is
Really? Yeah, I'm with you, DJ. Notorious B.I.G. I'm with you. Yes, that's all Christopher. Yeah. Anyway.
Yes, sir. So apparently, Nationwide is pushing to refocus Columbus Day to Indigenous People Day.
I like it.
Do you like it? Tell me why. Why you like it?
Because I understand that our people were here first. Ain't no white man should get any glory off of people that were already here. And I feel like that would kind of, I guess, be a step forward in acknowledging that not everybody was a slave. To me, that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it.
That's true.
Not all of us were slaves. We were here first.
All blacks say, who are the indigenous people? Rude, tell them who the indigenous people are.
We are the people. We were wanderers. We were nomads. We migrated to these lands and discovered these lands well before the white man came over here. So ain't no way in hell I'm gonna celebrate a white man coming here talking about, oh, this is our land. We discovered it. It was already discovered. We were here.
Facts.
So in Charlotte, North Carolina, the push to honor Native Americans instead of Christopher Columbus is gaining momentum.
Yeah, they were called maroons. They didn't.
So President Biden just became the first president to recognize Indigenous Peoples Day. He signed a proclamation saying it will not replace Columbus Day, but it will be celebrated on the same day.
Same day.
Okay. Nah, they need to replace that.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, well, you just wasted some paper. Why'd you waste some paper to do that? That's ridiculous. I mean,
listen,
just
man,
replace it.
Listen, brother. They refuse either. I don't listen. I feel like it's a dog running around chasing his tail.
The black man that was with him. If they gonna say Columbus, they need to put the black man that was with him that actually navigated the whole trip.
So Columbus and Cleophas.
Yes, absolutely. Put it on there if they gonna do that.
You didn't have to, man. Brenton, you pulled an old school.
Man, I'm just saying, man. Columbus and Cleophas Day. You know what I'm saying?
C, huh? Make it C and C Day.
That's
C,
it.
C to the second power day.
Right, CNC Factory. Come on, let's do it.
I wish I read my almanac so I could actually tell you the name of the person. I'm mad that I cannot remember his name right now. But yeah, if you're gonna say Columbus, you need to say that person.
And they had a cat named Heathcliff. Okay, anyway, I'm stopping.
You do it too much.
Yeah. But I mean, hey, listen. I guess we're making progress. I don't know. You know, I don't know what direction we walking in.
I mean, who even cares about Columbus Day? I mean, actually, I think banks were closed today, weren't they? Mail didn't run today. I mean, so I could care less about Chris. Yeah, Pedro Nino.
Pedro Nino. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I guess. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. So, you know, at the end of the day, I'm tired of celebrating because half of us don't even know what we're celebrating. I didn't even know it was today. Is it today?
Yeah, it is today.
Oh,
and you know what's funny, but you know, you can't teach critical race theory in school, but you can still teach this dude, this clown, Christopher Columbus. So there you have it. It's the American way. I always say that it's the American way.
Well, listen, if
Bruce Jenner, the 5 black tribes too. Let's
black.
And they were black.
Black. Well, I'm just saying, if we've been changing up stuff left and right anyway, so we could just say Cleophas Day. You know, whatever.
Yeah, that's true. For us, yeah.
Cleophas Day.
Yeah.
He's right.
What is he right about?
That he said his name was Pedro Nino. I think that Pedro was his name. I'm trying to remember.
Oh, okay.
Oh, maybe he was being serious.
Brother named Pedro. Okay, that's a different one. Okay.
I know it was it was a Latin name because he was they designated him from Portugal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen, election coming up next year. Vote for Pedro,
aka Cleophas.
Oh no.
Stop.
I'm just teasing. All right. Yeah, he says that's the real name of the black fella. Okay, gotcha. All right, well, vote for Pedro. All right, so
is that Pedro? Okay.
Yes. Okay. I wasn't lying. I was being serious.
I knew you were right. No, because I remember reading that before. Yeah. So I knew you was on it. Yeah, I just couldn't remember his name either.
I'm like my child win.
Yeah.
Did I care? See how we trying to get people to say okay, anyway. All right, y'all. Well, listen, happy. I don't know. What's tomorrow? I don't know. It's just Tuesday?
Taco Tuesday.
Tomorrow Tuesday.
See,
Taco Tuesday.
There you go.
Yeah.
So it's always something.
Yeah.
Right? You know, hump day Wednesday. I don't know if Thursday. Friday's payday. You know what I'm saying?
Throwback Thursday.
Yeah, Throwback Thursday, Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
For all you freaks out there.
Yeah.
Get ready for Friday.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's get to Brother Ken, his segment, because I want to hear about Sister Sage.
Oh yeah. It's about Sister Sage, and I'm glad Rue is here because I definitely want to get her take on this. Sage Steele, if you're not familiar who she is, she was ESPN anchor, one of their main anchors, works for the Disney Corporation. And so she was on a radio program with Jay Cutler, former Chicago Bears quarterback. And they were talking about numerous things, and the subject of vaccines came up. She basically said that she don't really think, she felt like the company ESPN shouldn't. Can they tell me about them Bears? Bree, you know what? See, she messing with me. She know I'm a Packer. So she being petty. But so they talked about the numerous of subjects, but vaccines came up, and she basically said she wasn't going, really didn't feel like she should have to take the vaccine. She basically said the companies were being a bully. her company that pays her, ESPN, and had some critical things to say about them. But here's the most interesting thing she had to say, and I'm gonna read this in talking about her ethnicity. And she criticized former President Obama for selecting black as his ethnicity on the census. And this is what she said on this show. She said, this is Sage Steele, and I quote, "I'm like, well, congratulations to the former president. That's his thing. I think that's fascinating considering his black dad was nowhere to be found, but his white mom and grandma raised him. But hey, you do you, I'm going to do me." The most thing that pissed me off in that sound, but I ain't gonna even say it's interesting. What does his black father have anything, him not being there, to do with him being black on the census? Man. Why did you even say that? And mind you, Sage Steele is biracial. She's Italian and something else. So she checked white on her census, is according to her.
Sure.
So I just want to get you take on Sage Steele, because this isn't the first controversial thing she said. She said something. She's a Candace Owens supporter, so that probably should tell you where she goes with her comments. So I just want to see what your thoughts on Mrs. Sage Steele. And she did get suspended, by the way.
Yes, sir.
Not for the Obama comment.
Oh,
but
no.
Going out at her employer.
Yeah, biting the hand and feeding you.
Yeah, you can't bite the hand that feeds you, bro.
Rue, what's your thoughts?
Is that not something she learned growing up, or what? She just forgot.
Maybe she got beat up at 18 by a 15-year-old.
Shut up. Like, who hurt you, honey? Who hurt you?
Yeah, exactly. That's my thoughts. Somebody heard her. And then why you have to put down a black man? I mean, in your sound, as a black man, I was totally pissed when I read this. Like, what is his dad not being there? And then then say his white mother and his white grandmother ways, which we knew that.
He has a Y chromosome, which he gets from his daddy and doesn't get from his mommy, lady. Is genetics. So he is black. Make no dang sense.
And that's
you know what? That is something that is adopted from white folks. Only white folks care about pedigree. Even with their dogs. If you ever go out to a dog park, and they're like, "Oh, what kind of dog you?" "Oh, I have a Maltese." Like, nobody cares. Who cares what the hell you are? Like, just be a freaking person. I'm so sick of everybody want to talk about I'm black because my daddy was black. I'm white because my wife. Who cares? Be you, boo boo. Be you. Do you?
That's right.
Tell me what somebody is.
That's right.
Like, that makes them less of a person if they're biracial or anything. Doesn't matter. Hey, stand that chick. I swear to God, I would hit her up.
Yes.
Ooh.
All right, I was checking on you down there. We all unraveled the toilet tissue with one hand, so it's okay. I just.
Who hurt me?
Who hurt you?
Yeah, I was about to say that too, but we got you, Rue. We got you.
Yeah.
Good.
So this is what I'll say about Madam Sage. To be honest with you, there's an old saying that it is better to be thought of as food than open your mouth and then cha-ching. We figured it out. I think some things. I don't know, man. This is again, we're talking about the integration, right? Some people are integrated into the hood. Some people are integrated into the clueless Valley Girl type thought process. I mean, it's funny. Dave Chappelle did a skit, you know what I'm saying, where he was a blind black man.
Right.
That was racist. Or
yeah,
that he didn't like.
Yeah,
he didn't like black people.
Yeah.
Bixby.
Right? Non-binary people now. That's why everybody's trying. I don't even want to be human. I'm an alien.
Oh damn,
DJ think you drunk. Well, I don't know. She wasn't drinking water, so I know that much. So yeah. So my thing is, it's the reality about where people are. You're gonna hear from them, from where they come from, and apparently from where she come from, she didn't deal with a lot of homies from Timberview. So
maybe so. I guess not.
Yeah, but she maybe dealt with people from, I don't know, Duke, wherever she came from. So,
and she has the right to identify with whichever side she wants. I ain't got a problem with that, and that's cool with anyone that's biracial. I got biracial people in my family, so I'm not tripping on that. My problem is don't ish on a black man. Don't ish on this talking about the black father wasn't there. They ain't had nothing to do with the goddamn conversation.
Yeah.
That was just another way for you to take a dig at black men, and I had a problem with that.
I'm telling you. I mean, I'm ambidextrous. So what?
Why does it even care about the census? What the heck does it? What's the census got to do with it? Why is the census so significant?
So you can get more money.
Well, that's about federal funding. So it you know. Yeah.
Okay, hold
that's
on.
Why
let's get to our final thoughts. We about to lose you. Hold on. so yeah. So you know, I'm just saying, biracial, non-binary, ambidextrous. Right. It's all, you know. Hey,
right.
It is what it is. Listen, y'all, this has been a great show, and it is so amazing to have you guys here. This family is so big, and we just do great things. And listen, it is so good to see you, madam.
It really is, Rue.
And I sure appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, she back. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all been holding it down.
Yeah.
I've been with my morning.
Yeah.
I'm still not 100%, but I'm doing a lot better than I was, and I've healed a lot. I'm still going through a healing process. So
fantastic. Well, you know we love you. So that's for sure.
Got love for you. It takes time. That healing, it ain't gonna happen overnight. So take your time. It's all good. We're just glad you brought that fire like you always do. You brought that fire back.
That's
I'm gonna tell you what, I do have to. I have to think back, and like some of the stuff that I said, I've said before, and I really do feel like my opinions have kind of changed a little bit, has altered a little bit. Like when you lose somebody close to you, I swear to God, I've been reevaluating my whole life and what I really feel like is important. And so I think I got a different perspective on a lot of things that y'all have been talking about, like from before. Okay. And now it's like a lot of things now don't make sense like they did before. Just like new things are gonna make it's a whole thing now.
We ready to unpack it. So we're gonna get into this thing. Well, listen, since you have things that are different, let's hear you some final thoughts tonight. What's your final thought, man?
I got a lot of final thoughts.
No, just one. Just one.
One?
Just one, please. Just one.
As relating as to the village, it is our responsibility. And before I felt like, okay, there's going to be a lot of people that don't feel like it's their responsibility. It's not them being accountable for anybody else. But when you think like that, it literally makes you stagnant. If you cannot put yourself in anybody else's shoes, you're blind. You're blind. And then it keeps you from really having anybody else flourish, if you think about it. Like what you do and what you say has an effect on somebody else. And you think that it doesn't, but it does. And then one day it's done. It's too late. You can't take anything back. You can't sit there and tell them that it's, that they had an effect on your life. You can't do anything. So I say that to say this. It is everybody's responsibility to take care of what they're putting out. You hear everybody all the time say, keep that same energy. You got to keep that same energy.
Yep.
It matters what you put out there into the universe, because you never know how that's going to affect somebody else. So be the freaking village. You have to be a village. It's your duty. It's your responsibility. And you have to be accountable for what you say and what you do. It does affect people.
Yep.
So I'm just going to leave that.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Well said, Sister Rue. Well said, my sister.
All right, my brother. Man, listen, one of the pillars of this show. I appreciate you, man, for your consistency and holding it down for the people, because the family needs to see us here.
We got to be consistent.
Yes,
that's all. That's what it's about. My final thoughts is, I yearn for the old days, man. And when I say that, looking at that video, those young black men in there fighting, I remember growing up when you would be fighting on the block. You might take a butt whooping, but guess what? You get up,
Yep.
You might be mad at that dude that day, but the next day, like you giving each other dap. Hey man, you got me. I yearn for those days, but I know we can't go back. Unfortunately, we got guns, and young people have access to guns at an alarming rate. I would say to parents that own their gun, and I know everybody, this is a big gun only state, Texas. I know you got to carry your gun, and I think you have a right to, but I would say parents, you got to be more responsible about your guns. Wherever I don't know what you need to do, but we need to. You can't have your guns where your children can get access to it. I don't know where this young man got this gun from. It may not have been his parents, but he had access. We got to cut off access to these young people getting guns because we killing each other. You know, so we're lucky that nobody was killed.
He's lucky.
He's lucky. But us as our community too. Because guess what? Yeah. We're gonna see another young black man go to jail.
That is true.
For life. So we're lucky. And then this isn't over for this young man. Believe me. Okay, you out on bond, but you got a felony charge now.
Yep.
Now what? So I just yearn for the old days, and I know, I'm dreaming, but man, we just got to do better, man. We got to do better for our young men and our young women too. That's my final thoughts.
In a perfect world, I think him in that video of him getting beat up should help. Because he looked like the victim. He looked like the victim. So it should help, but it doesn't excuse him shooting him. But there's something there that if, to my lack of melanin people, there's something there when you see that fight, because it wasn't really a fight. It was somebody beating up somebody else. So that's a little different. So something your thought process is a little different. All right, y'all. Here's my final thought. Rue, Ken, when you think about the term breaking through the glass ceiling, what does that mean to you?
Breaking through, getting over that, whatever that hump that's keeping us down, getting over that. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah. Get.
I said the sky is not the limit.
Oh, okay. Not breaking through the. Well, I'm saying, what happens if you do break through the glass?
No, I'm saying the sky is not. If you set the sky as your limit, then you're still limiting yourself.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes, I'm with you. All right. Yeah, that's true. So, okay. So, next question. So, what does it mean if you're breaking through the side window?
Breaking through the side window. Sound like you. Okay. You about to tell us. You about to show us, aren't you?
Yes. Let's see what happens.
What's the fuck?
What? You know what? Sometimes I have those moments though, just so I can see if I can do it. He had that moment.
Rue, don't do that.
Okay.
Rue, don't do that. Don't do that, Rue.
I mean, I feel him. I see where you're coming from. He's making another one.
Okay, well, just in case you didn't know what that means. That means you're an idiot, right? When you break into the side window, it means you're an idiot, and your thinking is off. And the moral of the story is, let's stop normalizing stupidity.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Different perspectives now.
Okay. That's right. That's why, you should let me finish. But yes, that's the moral of my story. Stop normalizing stupidity, because, if you go back and watch it, as soon as he breaks through the glass, the music stops. But then he gets up and starts yelling, and the music picks back up again. It's like, that's too poetic, man. So, hey, even an idiot have a great moment. So, I guess.
Oh, well.
Listen, y'all, it's been a pleasure, man, seeing you guys. Listen, that's Rue, that's Ken, and to all the other family members that's missing, we love y'all, and we'll see y'all next Monday. Peace.
Peace.